welcome to my channel. So this is a little bit of an impromptu live. I didn't expect to be able to be here answering questions for you guys, but I have some time and I'm here if anybody needs it. I will pull some oracle cards to allow for people to come into the chat, to allow for people to get notified, and then I will answer questions from the tarot, whatever burning desire questions that you all may have. And I did this, I pulled from this deck last time, Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck by Amanda Lovelace. So while I wait for people to get notified or come on into the chat, I'll go ahead and pull some cards from this Oracle deck. Where you all at? What you all doing? What's good? Last time I spoke about headed back to California. And the reason I haven't done so yet is because there is still a lot of fires going on. So anyways, let's get into it. For the collective, let's get some oracle cards for the collective. Okay. Oh, so we have mural. This is funny because this is interesting to me because we were just talking about California. I was just speaking of it. And this looks like a castle in the sand, number 25, which breaks down to 7 in numerology, which can talk about, I feel like this to me talks about pentacles and finances and external factors. Mural, be your own first priority. We have some of you guys could have a cat. Maybe you're artists or you like to draw with paint, but this is saying to be your own first priority, which I love. So put yourself first, and I will read from the book, number 25. Be your own first priority. Hey guys, hope you're entering the chat. I'm just waiting for people to be notified, and then I will take questions as per usual. So anyways, be your own first priority. Whatever you're currently grappling with, you must put yourself first. When you're on an airplane, I'm about to be on a train, they always tell you to put on your own oxygen mask before you try to help your neighbor. Put on the oxygen mask, get all the air that you need, make sure that you're good first so that you can help others around you. That it is to say that if you don't make sure your own energy bar is full, then you'll have no energy to give someone else. Be brave enough to admit it when you need to take a step back. That's interesting because today I feel slightly under the weather and I almost didn't pop on here. So I made myself some tea and I said, you know what? I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay enough to come on and help other people with anything that might be plaguing their hearts. Are you guys out there? If so, say hello in the chat. I am going to be taking questions. I like to do at least a 5-minute intro to give people a chance to get notified. And then we will take questions. Say hello. Tell me where you are. Tell me what's going on in your world, in your neck of the woods. Put yourself first. It's very important. I talk about Buddhism a lot as well. And the other day when I was in my Buddhist meditation class, there was somebody who said that it can be selfish to put yourself first. Self-love can be considered selfish. Whatever type of religion that you have, it's definitely not a sin to love yourself. It's not a sin to put yourself first, because if you do believe in Christianity and God, I have different beliefs, but we all have to find our own beliefs. If that's your belief, God made you. You are God, and God would want you to love yourself. It's not selfish. It's not sinful. It's not bad to love yourself. There is a boundary, of course, for us to know when we're being selfish and when we're simply putting ourselves first. Now, that is the finesse about it. Now we have coming out Endings are inevitable. I say this one came out last time, and I think a lot of us come to tarot because our relationship ended and we're still holding on to it. And I think it's a good reminder that endings are inevitable. Everything that has a beginning has an end, and we can see endings as beginnings. So I'll read from the book number 37. Number 37. As humans, we tend to see things in black and white, forgetting to account for all the gray in between. There's someone in your life who's begun to fade away, or maybe they're gone altogether now. Don't fight it. Real relationships are not the same as the fairy tales that we know and love. There are no neat and tidy bows to tie things up at the end, leaving you satisfied. Acceptance isn't easy, but it's a thing you need to work towards to create your own closure. I love that. Endings are inevitable, and we must embrace them so that we can have new beginnings. And I know that is probably one of the biggest things that brings people to tarot. So it's good to have a reminder of that. And this one says villain. You can always rewrite your story. Yes, you can always rewrite your story. Sometimes people will say that you did bad things, but it doesn't matter because you can always rewrite your story. How can I get a general reading, Elizabeth Salazar? Hi, Elizabeth. So I'm going to be doing one question for everyone in a few minutes here. If you want an actual reading, that would be another story. But hold tight. I'm going to do a collective, and then I will answer questions. It's just going to be one question per subscriber. So no worries. And if you are in the chat, please don't forget to hit the heart button and like the video. Luna says, hi, may I ask a question? Yes, thanks for coming out. Of course. I'm going to finish up this collective, and I will answer the questions. So we have villain here coming out. So if you had a breakup, or if you had a friendship ending, and people paint you as a bad guy, that's fine. You can let other people think of you however, because it doesn't have to be who you are for the rest of your life. It doesn't have to be who you are to everyone. So let's read from the book on this one. Number 38, villain. We can rewrite our story. I love that. I have not always been, I have definitely been the villain. I have done bad things, and I am now trying to, one day at a time, rewrite my story. Villain, you can always rewrite your story. A hard truth to swallow. Sometimes our villains win. However, that doesn't mean you should just give up or lose all hope. It just means that it's time to rewrite the story and keep going. It can be incredibly freeing and empowering to reclaim yourself after a personal tragedy. 100%. Hi. Hi, Dorella. Hi, guys. Yes, guys, no worries. I always do the collective at the beginning, and this allows people to come into the chat, and it allows me to just get into the vibe to be able to take incoming tarot questions. And I appreciate you guys for being patient and supporting me. As we know, everybody who has a YouTube channel, if nobody watches your content, then it's not worth anything. So I appreciate you sitting and watching me here, pulling the cards. And hopefully you'll get some wisdom, things that maybe can help guide you. Let's get another card. I need to get more oracle decks. In fact, I've been thinking of creating a deck myself to use. Okay. We have, this is interesting. Okay, so there is a collective story that's taking shape here. We have two castles coming out. Castle number 1 right here, which is in paint. Castle number 2, which seems to be this is like a castle in Scotland. Maybe some of you guys are going to be visiting a castle or going to a church that looks like a castle. I used to live in a neighborhood called Castle, which is interesting. This card came out last time and it's really controversial, so I'm going to leave that one behind. I should probably remove that one from the deck. Hi, Adriana. Hi, Dorella. Hi, Luna. Hi, Elizabeth. I see you all. Thank you guys so much for being here. Okay, so we have tree. Let them go. There. Have you guys ever heard of the burning bush? What is the theory of the burning bush? I feel like I need to reread that story because I feel like there's in the Bible or somewhere there's a story of the burning bush. But we have two cards of breakups, okay? Let them go. And a tree is on fire, okay? Sometimes we come to tarot because we had a breakup. And sometimes that breakup means that we have to go on an adventure or find a new house. So, and this is going to be for the burning bush here. We have number 18, which breaks down to 9, which is the Hermit card in tarot. That is the Hermit card, number 9. Let them go. You often take on the pain of others. You used to think it was because you're an empath, but these days you're not so sure. Sometimes it feels like other people are emptying their emotions into you and giving nothing in return. Sometimes we even feel we've inherited pain from those who come before us in our family tree. This is ancestral trauma in our family tree. This is your permission to let go. Your life is ultimately about you, not what other people expect you to carry for them. Wow. Yes, I talk about boundaries all the time on here. This is a card of boundaries. You can only do so much for someone, especially if they don't want to do for themselves. Hi, P. Hi. For sure is why I'm here. Am I in California yet? No. I keep canceling my train because there is a huge fire at the border. There's a huge fire at the border of Mexico and California. And there's also a lot of military people at the border because of Trump and his orders, trying to get all the, I don't want to get into it, but there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in San Diego right now, including a major fire. The area that I would be in would not be by the border of Tijuana, or of Mexico and California, but I keep delaying it because I want to make sure that it's safe out there for me. I don't want to be in fire country. Okay, you guys. I'll take some questions now if you guys are still here. And maybe if there's anyone left, I can do a collective at the end as well. Oh, okay. Hi, Chelsea. Adriana says, I have no study about the cards. I felt spirits had me here to understand it. It's lovely how you read the cards. Oh, thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna go in order here as per usual. And I see that Elizabeth was first in the chat. So Elizabeth, if you're still here, we're now at the portion where I'm gonna take questions. So Elizabeth, if you're here, otherwise we'll move to Luna. Is it Luna or Luma? I have to make this bigger. Luna. Elizabeth and Luna, are you guys still in the chat? Otherwise, I will answer Dorella's question. Okay. Hi, Roberto. You don't have to use all caps, dear. Okay, so we're going to answer Elizabeth's question. And I'm using the tarot, in case you guys are curious, this is actually a knockoff of this deck, Le Tarot de Marseille. When I say knockoff, I mean it's like a generic version of it because it's paper. But this is the deck I'm going to use for Elizabeth's question. Thank you guys so much for coming out. I almost didn't pop on today because my allergies are really bad. I think I might be allergic to my cats, and I love them. Okay. Elizabeth. I think this is the first time I've seen you in the chat, Elizabeth. So just so you know, it's not going to be a whole reading. I do charge for whole readings, but I will pull 1 or 2 cards for you. So Do you have a specific question, or do you just want me to pull a few cards for you and see what they say, Elizabeth? Yeah, so guess what, you guys? I am finally trying to get my Etsy account up, and when I get my Etsy account, I'm gonna be taking questions from Etsy. You can purchase them from me. I haven't gotten a paid reading in a long time, and it would do me the honor to do an actual reading for you guys. I do my best work in person, but we do what we can. Elizabeth says, I don't have a specific question. Okay, dear. I'm gonna just pull some cards for you then. We'll see what the guides have to say. And you can really get a lot. I mean, you can really get a lot out of a few cards. So, for Elizabeth, what do we have from the divine, or whatever is out there for Elizabeth? For Elizabeth Salazar, I'm going to wait for a card that hits the table for Elizabeth. Okay, for Elizabeth. Oh, all right. So we have the Ace of Swords. Okay. And if everything came out upright, which is good. So the Ace of Swords, then we have the Two of Swords, and then we have the Emperor. So I'm already seeing here that, which is interesting because you have the Ace of Swords and then the Two of Swords, which comes like right after the other. I'm feeling like you could be getting clear on something here. So the Two of Swords would suggest that there was something that either a decision that you had to make, or some confusion here, or something that you weren't ready to see yet. And now I don't know time-wise if this already happened or if it's going to happen. It could happen during Aries season because we have the Emperor. This is Aries. You're getting clear about something that you were once confused about or that you didn't want to see. Okay, you're having a breakthrough here. This actually looks really good. Some of you might, Elizabeth, have something go well in your career sector, if not specifically with an Emperor, because I almost always see the Emperor, if it isn't you, if you're not an Aries, if you don't have your own career, if you're not a boss, then it can sometimes talk about either a father figure or a boss here. So you're getting clear about something regarding either your work or a father figure or your own business here. So this looks really good. If you haven't had this happen yet, it could happen in like March or April, which is Aries season. So this looks pretty good for you, Elizabeth. Without much information, I can only interpret what it's saying here. So yeah, potentially having a breakthrough or an idea or getting clear on something that you were confused about, maybe in your work. I don't know if you work for someone or if you work for yourself. So, and this is really good. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but that's what's coming out. Ace of Swords, Two of Swords, the Emperor. Okay. I hope that helps, dear. It could happen anytime. Okay. Well, if this could absolutely be you're in your own business, there's something here that you're working through. So it looks really good. And then, yes, press the like button. Thank you so much. I sometimes see the Emperor as an entrepreneur. The Emperor is a boss, so I usually see it as a boss or a father figure. And you know, if you're your own boss, then that means that you could be having a breakthrough in your business or some kind of idea that helps get you through some kind of confusion or indecision. Either way, it looks really good for you. And yeah, I hope that helps. I hope it happens. You're very welcome. Yeah, I could pull more information if I did a whole spread. All right. Thank you so much for your energy. If Luna's still here, if not, I'll answer Dorella's question. Yes, Dorella, thank you for reminding people to hit the heart, please. And you can share the stream. And obviously, you're all subscribed because I have subscribers only mode on. All right. Dorella, since Luna, I'm not sure if Luna's here, so I will answer your question. And I'm going to use a different deck. Really, honestly, it's better if you guys have a question because doing the generals with only a few cards is, I can do it, but it's not going to be as for you guys to get the most out of your free question. Have something in mind that you want to know. And that will help me to give a more accurate interpretation. The more information that you give me, I know I've had people do this. They'll be like, yeah, I want a reading. And then they won't tell you anything as if I'm trying to scam you. Like, just guess. The more information you give me, the more that I can help guide you. That's the way that works. So yeah, it's best if you have something in your heart or something in your mind. Of course, I will for sure, no problem, do the general. But to get the most out of it, be specific and have it be something that you already know. Okay, so Dorella, let's see. Share this live stream with whoever you feel can benefit from the messages. Yes, Dorella, thank you so much. I have no marketing on this channel. The only marketing I have is you guys. Yes, so if you have a Facebook, you can click the little arrow button and you share it. All right, so Dorella, what was your question? Or was it just did you have a specific too? What is coming in for me for love? Okay, so Dorella wants to know what's coming in love. I really hope that helps, Elizabeth. Sorry I couldn't be more specific. But it really looks good for you. Okay. Dorella wants to know what's coming in love. Don't we both? I have been today I watched another video by Matthew Hussey, and I sometimes get really triggered watching his videos. And it's because guiltfully I'm so jealous that he has such a happy relationship. But I watch his stuff, and today he called me out so hard with his video. If you don't know who Matthew Hussey is, he's a dating coach. He has a book out, and he was talking about things that you do that push people away. And I literally just did this, and it wasn't even in dating, is that I overshare. And I was like, I felt so seen and so triggered at the same time. I was like, I know I overshare, but how can I be myself? He triggered me so much. But it's so true, you guys. And it's what frustrates me the most, especially being a tarot reader, is that you kind of have to it's like you have to play a game. And it is. It's not that I'm playing games to manipulate with bad intention. But anyways, I'm oversharing again. So, Dorella, you and I both want to know what's coming next. I know what's coming next. I'm going to overshare. Okay, we're going to see what happens. Dating is really hard in 2025, okay? We need a priest, we need a dating coach, we need a therapist, and a background check, okay? Listen, let me tell you what. Make sure you Google whoever it is that you're interested in, because boy, have I been bamboozled by not doing that. So do a Google search on whoever it is you're talking to. Okay, what's coming next in love for Dorella? Hi, I see y'all. Appreciate you guys. Okay, for Dorella. Oh, okay. So, I don't like to bring this news to you, but we have the Four of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like the Four of Cups to me is disappointment. The Four of Cups can be a lack of awareness. But if you see that here in these cards, Dorella, there's this person, you know, this Asian individual and this lady here, they're both looking in the same direction. So what I feel like, you have your head down, and you're working on stuff and you're not fulfilled. So I feel like what this is saying is take a break because you could be working a lot right now, but you could also be, there's something about working on yourself here, because the Eight of Pentacles essentially is, somebody who works at something, works at their craft, gets good at it. And that's what they do, right? You can only get better at something by practicing it. And I feel like right now, if you're working a lot, take a break from work, but also dating gets better with practice. So if you haven't been out there dating, just know that the more that you do it, the better you get at it, okay? Because I'm really feeling like you're dissatisfied here with something that's happening. You could even be drowning your fears in work or some kind of activity that you do, kind of trying to avoid it. Because the Four of Cups is not only somebody who's disappointed, but there's a lack of awareness here. So I feel like becoming aware of the things that you, like I just said, what do I do when I date or when I'm in a relationship that pushes people away? So maybe getting clear on the things that you do that you can improve on, and working at it like a job, because otherwise I feel like you could be kind of disappointed here in the things that you're coming across. So this is for Dorella. And I'll pull one more. I pulled 3 cards for Elizabeth, so I'll pull one more card for you, because this isn't not very eventful. It's not showing anybody here. It's just kind of saying work and or a lack of fulfillment. There could be a fire sign. I feel like what it's highlighting for you is confidence. Confidence is key. Confidence is sexy. Also, there could be a glow up. I feel like it's pulling in like career stuff right now. So if this isn't a fire sign coming into your life, the Queen of Wands here, this could be you having kind of a glow up at work, but feeling kind of disappointed in your love life or otherwise here. But I'd say if it is going well in work, or if it isn't, try to work on the confidence and try to practice. Practice makes perfect when it comes to dating. I'm sorry, I can't. It's not giving me much more than that. It's not showing a person. It's not showing love, really. So I hope that helps. You're very welcome. Okay, so we did for Dorella. Adriana, I feel like you usually don't ask a question, but you're more than welcome. Who's next on the list? He? Did you have a question, my dear? Otherwise, we have, it's Adriana, P, and then we have, is that Chelsea? Chelsea. Adriana says, oh, you did? Okay, yeah, for sure. Also, I know I called Luna's name, but it looks like she might not be in the chat anymore. But okay, go ahead, Adriana, put your question in the chat while I take a sip of tea. Ugh. Oh, you just want a card? Okay. These ones are the most challenging for me because I have to put the pieces together like a puzzle when I pull it. All right, let's see what the universe has for Adriana. It looks like we're doing 3 cards tonight. Ooh. Yep, dating is hard. Okay, we got 1 card. 8 of Swords. I think we talked about this before. So Eight of Swords, I almost always see this as negative self-talk. I'm going to want to give you an assignment, Adriana, and your assignment is to do affirmations. In the morning, in the evening, do yourself some affirmations. You don't have to write them out. I think it's best if you write them out. But every time you have a negative thought in your head about yourself, try and counter that with a positive thought, because it's going to lead to some anxiety or just in general being stuck in your head. 2 more cards for Adriana. Oh, we have the 10 of Pentacles. That's pretty good. Wow. Oh, and the Justice. Okay, so I feel like other than the Eight of Swords, this is actually pretty positive here. We got the Justice and the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like you have something monetarily, or you have something really amazing coming in for you. The 10 of Pentacles, you could get like a really big tax rebate or something like that. But I feel like there's something coming in here, justice, like good karma coming to you. Potentially money. If not money, it's like a community, maybe even a really good tax return. So it actually looks pretty good for you, Adriana. Other than the Eight of Swords, like I said, you have that to work on, how you talk to yourself, your anxiety. But there's something favorable happening for you, something balancing out here. Maybe somebody's paying you back. Maybe you're getting a raise. If you don't have a job, maybe you're getting a job. Maybe you'll get a big tax return. Because I typically see the 10 of Pentacles as generational wealth. But it doesn't always show up like that. Sometimes it shows up as an opportunity, or somebody having your back in some kind of way here. But it looks like good fortune. Adriana says, nah, I'm good. I'm looking for peace of mind and I know how to find it. Okay. That's good. So, and I feel like it looks pretty good for you. Ace of Swords. So if you were in your head about something, you could be having some support in regards to that and finding balance with the Justice card here. So it looks pretty positive. Like if you were stuck in a financial situation in the past, or if you were stuck in some kind of way in the past, you're going to get some support. But I don't know how it's going to show up in the 3D. Like it could show up in any kind of way here. But either way, coming from a stuck place to a more balanced place. So, yay, I hope that happens for you. It looks pretty good. You don't do taxes? What? How do you get away with not doing taxes? Doesn't Uncle Sam come after you? No taxes. I don't know how you do. Actually, the only thing I know about taxes is if you make under like 10,000, then you don't have to file. That's the only thing I know about taxes. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it looks pretty good though. All right. So we have P and we have Chelsea. So P, I didn't see you put a question in the chat, but I will answer Chelsea's question. Chelsea Dally says, are my ancestors haunting my enemies in my life? Interesting. All right. Chelsea, are you there, dear? Time to answer your question, eh? Tamika. Yes, I will answer a question for you, my dear. We first have a few people in front of you, if they're still in the chat. Chelsea, are you? Adriana says, haha, I was in a terrible accident and I am getting pay and payment monthly. Oh, wow. I'm sorry about the accident, but good for you. Okay, so you said, are my ancestors haunting my enemies? All right, let's see. Let's see what the tarot says for Chelsea. If they're haunting, hunting. Okay, so Chelsea wants to know if her ancestors are haunting her enemies. Uncle Sam's pay you. Wow, Uncle Sam's doing something good for once. Oh, wow. So I'm going to pull one more card for you, Chelsea. We have the Four of Pentacles, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. I would say yes. I know this is crazy, but if you notice here, first of all, you can look this up. I have gotten so into spiritual animals that every time I see an animal, I look it up. What's spiritual meaning? And if you didn't know this, turtles are protectors. We have a turtle coming out here, King of Pentacles. So for Chelsea, I want to say that yes, I feel like they're protecting you. I don't necessarily, because we also have the Seven of Wands here, which I see this as somebody who is fighting for their rights, putting up their boundaries, and also the Four of Pentacles, where this lady is like trying to steal the eggs, and the eagle is like, no, 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 these are my babies. So I want to say that I think that your ancestors are protecting you. I don't necessarily think that they're haunting your enemies. I think that you have some kind of protection around you. Okay. So if you see an animal, especially if you see a turtle or if you see an eagle or some kind of bird, just know that this is a sign that your ancestors are near, that they're protecting you. They're trying to alert you of something, and they're trying to keep you safe. So I know that there are some people who say don't trust the gut. The gut can sometimes go against you. And it's true. Sometimes when you have a gut feeling, it's just anxiety, it's just fear. But sometimes that gut feeling is like your body or some kind of energy is trying to keep you from danger. So, and I feel like you know that. Yeah, I feel like your ancestors are definitely protecting you. I feel like our ancestors are always protecting us. Sometimes we ignore it. Sometimes like we're so lost in like our low vibe energy that we don't take the help, or that we don't listen to it, and that we go astray or we fall asunder. But when we're on that right path, things almost always go better for us when we're like at that higher vibe and when we're doing better things for ourselves. We see angels because angels are actually just humans that have a higher consciousness. So, yeah, I fully believe you're being protected for sure. You're welcome. Okay. And the beautiful cards, a turtle, a bald eagle, and then we have somebody here protecting. They're actually just chopping up wood, just working really hard to stand up for their convictions. Okay, so who's next? P and Luma. I feel like I lost you guys. What about Roberto? Are you still in the chat? Otherwise, I will answer Danica Black's question. I just sent my question. My love life, will I find my king this year? Adriana says, it is tough to survive, but I know all this is to find my inner peace. Have a peace of mind is the goal. Yes, having peace of mind is very important. Okay, Danica, if I'm saying that right. Danica Black. Sure, yes. You want to know if you will meet someone this year, 2025. Will I find my king this year? All right, let's see. Let's see what the cards say. I know what they say. They say There's a lot of contradicting energy about pulling someone into your life. And a lot of the times, the law of attraction manifestors will say to not focus on finding love, instead to find your purpose, to find the path in life. And that will lead you to the person that you're meant to be with. We have the Seven of Swords. Be careful that there isn't somebody deceptive around you. Okay. Let's see. Oh, we have two cards coming out. Le Monde. And then we have the Five of Wands. So it's highlighting a past person here. I would be careful that someone from the past isn't sending you the evil eye, isn't trying to start things with you. I feel like what the universe is telling me right now is that you have to clear out the relationship karma from a past person. If you still have somebody in your life who's deceptive or who likes to fight with you or something like that, that energy of that person, you have to cut the cord with that person. You have to cut the cord with that energy. Even if it is that person isn't still in your life anymore, who caused you chaos, like if you had bad relationships in the past, you have to learn the lessons that brought those relationships into your life. You have to end that karma, because otherwise you're going to repeat it. That's what it's saying right here. Five of Wands. Why is the five? I'm not really pulling clarifiers, but I don't like this energy, so I'm going to pull a clarifier for you. Why the Five of Wands? Because I sometimes see that as somebody competing for someone's attention. Three of Pentacles. So I feel like there could potentially be a few suitors in your life. I had to clarify here. It looks like there were some deceptive people in your life in the past that could have come to an end. Tell me if I'm right or wrong, okay? But Five of Wands, Five of Wands can be one of two things. It can be that there are people who are more than one person trying to get your attention, and or fighting and bickering here. So make sure that you've closed out all the past cycles. Make sure you've learned the lessons that you need to learn, that you've changed what you needed to change to attract better people, but also try not to get into any petty squabbles here in the future. Potentially, there's a few people who could be trying to get your attention, though. Maybe more than one person. No, I'm not saying it right. Damn it. Okay, so yeah, it does look like this is something bad that is over. So there might be more than one person. When I clarified why is the Five of Wands, I got the Three of Pentacles. So there could be somebody here, maybe more than one person who's fighting for your attention. Just make sure that you're, working together with whoever you end up with, and not getting into a pattern of like petty fighting, because sometimes the Five of Wands is like starting fights, starting drama and chaos. But if the Three of Pentacles is there, come from a place of like, I'm going to work together with this person. All right. So I'm not exactly sure which of these things is going to happen for you. But it looks like there potentially could be more than one person who catches your eye in 2025 here. Yeah. Yay. I was like, wait a minute. This can't be all bad. And it's not. I feel like you're going to have a few opportunities here. Now, about marriage or where is it going to go, I'm not seeing. I would have to pull more cards for that. But yeah, you could have more than one person who suits your fancy in 2025. You're welcome. I think I answered everyone's question. Roberto, Luna, and P. I don't know what happened, if you guys are still around. But I'll pull some more oracle cards, and then I'll probably get out of here. Looks like we got a small chat tonight. But yes, I'm getting my Etsy account up. So I'm going to be selling Celtic cross readings. Eventually, I'm going to probably be doing like Zoom conference calls, and maybe even doing some classes for people to learn how to read for themselves. So if you're interested, look out for that. My email, I just got a scam email today on my business email. So I took it off of my main profile. But if you guys ever need a reading, a private reading or a Celtic cross reading, I do those. I haven't done one in a while, but you can email me, and the email is literally just my YouTube name at Gmail. But I took it off my biography because I got a spam email, which is really terrifying. So yeah, I'm probably gonna get out of here because I feel like I've answered all your guys' questions. Is anybody else around? Whew. All right, so I'm gonna pull some cards from this one, and then I'll get on out of here. Sometimes people come into the chat in the last minute. But yes, oh my gosh. I am probably going to be going back to California soon. So look out for more posts from California. All right, what does the collective need to know right now from the Chakra Wisdom Oracle for the collective? Okay, community service. We have, this is a sacral chakra. Being in service to others is, it almost like helps your moral karma here to give. We have wisdom, which is the heart chakra. I'm going to read these two cards, and I'm going to get on out of here. Okay, so we have service. See if I can find that in here, which is a sacral chakra, to be in service of others. Is an important part of morality. So service, Honey Adams, I attract to you whatever you desire. If you give up your desire, that's confusing. The legend, Honey Adams loved her 3 children very much and had a rewarding family life, though sometimes she regretted never finding a career outside of the home. At the end of her life, she realizes that this failure was not a failure at all. She achieved something more important, passing on a legacy of service to her daughter. Franny, being a mother is a great accomplishment. Oh, see, I knew there was a reason I didn't get off yet. I was waiting for Luma to come back. Being in service of others is never a waste of time. Being a mother, caring for other people is never a waste of time, especially if you believe in a higher power. We are always rewarded with good karma. And opening up our heart chakra, this is the green, is the heart chakra. Oh, I'm frozen. Okay. I knew there was a reason I didn't click off yet. Okay, Luma. Yes. You want to know when will G contact you timing wise? Oh, I love a challenge. Whenever I get a question about timing, now I don't do that often, but it definitely makes me step up my tarot game. So let's see what for Luna. Yes. I nerd out on this kind of stuff. Adriana says, I live in California. It has been nice summer and cloudy, not too bad. Adriana, you live in California. You know there's been a lot of fires, right? I know most of the fires have been in Los Angeles, but I wonder about the quality of the air quality. Okay, so for Luma, let's see. We're going to get a time check of when G will contact Luma. When will G contact Luma? When will G contact Luma? Oh my God. So we have King of Pentacles. Where are we right now? January February, March, April, because this is an earth sign. And January, where are we? We're at the end of January, February, March, April. It might not happen until May, which is the next earth sign season. March, the end of March to the middle of May. Give me one more card for a time check. Because we're not in Capricorn season anymore. We're in Aquarius season. And then we have 2. So that is February, March, April. 2 months. 2 months. So it's going to either, because we have 2 of Pentacles. These are both Pentacles cards. So February, March. Yeah, it's going to probably happen either in March or in May, about 2 months from now. That's my guess for Luma. All right. Does anybody else have any questions before I get off the live, before I end the live? We got 2 cards of Earth sign, and the next Earth sign season is in Taurus, which is the end of March to May. So that's my guess. 2 months, potentially in Taurus season, end of March, early May. I can't walk much or mostly not walking because I broke my legs. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I've broken bones and I've sustained a lot of injuries. I've had multiple surgeries, so I know what it's like. Just make sure that you're taking your calcium. Vitamin D and calcium is very important. When you're healing bones, you want to strengthen the bones with your intake of calcium and vitamin D and less alcohol and less caffeine. That would be my advice. Because I know what that's like. Oh my goodness. Okay, Luma, I hope that helps. Okay, hi, P. Yay, you're back! I had surgery in my ankle and in my hip because I have weak bones, very brittle bones. So I have to make sure that I take calcium and vitamin D, but I can't take them at the same time as I drink coffee, because what happens if you drink coffee or caffeine, that you will actually, you're going to pee out the vitamins and your bone won't absorb any of it. As a woman, as a female, you have to take in more calcium and vitamin D. I don't know if you knew that, but I learned about all of that because of my bone condition. And I was like, I don't want to ever have another surgery. I don't want to break another bone. I broke like 4 bones in my life, and it's excruciating. I also broke a toenail. My toenail came off and it grew back. You know, that's what they do to torture people. They will rip off your nails. And I had that happen to me. I have experienced so much excruciating pain in my day. I don't wish that on anyone. Are you taking questions now? Yes, P. Did you not watch the rest? If you guys, you know, what you guys can do for me is go and watch my videos to get my views up. That helps me so much. Even if you if you're just passively doing something, put one of my videos on. You don't even have to pay attention to it. Comment on them, watch them. That helps my channel so much. You don't even have to like it. You don't even have to watch it. You just have to put it on, like it, put a comment in it, share it. And that helps the algorithms on YouTube. Okay, yes, P, go ahead and put your question in there. Your question is, what is coming towards me in love currently? I'm going to switch decks to this one. I have the same question, and it's only because I have been sequestered in my mother's house. You guys probably don't know this about me, but I have kind of a panic disorder when it comes to driving, because my dad used to drive drunk with me in the car. So now I get really panicky in a car. So I have lived most of my life without a car. And I've been sequestered in this house for months, and I got to get out of here. Losing it. Oh my God. So no, I haven't met anyone romantically because I've been sequestered in my mother's house. And as it's not easy to be a full-grown adult staying in your parents' house. It is not easy, especially when you don't have the means to just leave when you want. Here I am, sharing too much again with you guys. TMI, right? But in California, it's too expensive to have a car. Oh my God. All right, P. Let's get a little prediction for you. Rob, oh my God, understandable. Looks like a trauma response. I try my best to watch and yes, I have had cars, and sometimes I'm okay behind the wheel, but it is a little bit of a trauma response. But I'm also just not very good at driving. I have other issues that that's why I tend to I like taking public transit. That's why I actually have dreams of going to Europe, because a lot of Europe is set up so that you can walk or take public transit. All right, Prob, we have the Magician. This could be a Gemini coming into your life. I think you're manifesting something here. This is saying that you have all the tools and resources to meet somebody, to make a relationship happen. I'm going to get 2 more cards for you because I've been getting 3 cards for everyone tonight. You have all the tools to make it happen. The question is, are you using them? Are you going up to people? Are you meeting people? Oh, Prob, I'm so happy for you right now. You got the Lovers. And you got the Magician and the Lovers. Did you see my reaction? And this is the best reading of the night. I almost don't want to pull one more card because I feel like this could ruin it. I definitely feel like you're making something happen here in your love life. And I feel like potentially because, oh, I don't want to see. I knew I shouldn't pull one more card. We have a Death card. I knew I shouldn't pull that card. I think the Death card in this sake is saying that there's going to be an extreme change. So I feel like if you're single right now, you could meet someone and it ends, but then you're going to meet someone else because the Lovers is a choice. But I feel like in this case, it's saying that even if something ends, don't worry, because I feel like you're going to have an opportunity here to meet someone else. And it could totally be a Gemini, because the Lovers and the Magician is Gemini energy. Are you a Gemini? I don't think it is bad to live with parents unless one is not doing anything. Oh yeah, I came back to Wisconsin to take a break because it's expensive. And so I stay with my mom, and it was never meant to be permanent, but because of the fires in California, I stayed here longer than I should have. And I'm losing my mind. But anyways, are you a Gemini, Prod? Because we pulled 2 major arcana about that are Gemini energy here, and then also Scorpio. You're a Virgo. Well, you could potentially meet a Gemini, but my prediction here is that there's a major change in your love life, because you could be putting more energy into it. So you might meet a Gemini. You might have a relationship that ends quickly, but I feel like it doesn't matter because I think that you're going to have multiple people that you meet this year. However, it's going to depend on you. And I say this all the time, that if you want to make something happen, you can do all these things to manifest. You can take a piece of paper, write down the things that you're looking for in a lover, and you can burn it, you can put it under your pillow, you can do all of that and then forget it. But then you still have to do things in life to make this happen. You have to still not be afraid to approach people, not be afraid to go out of your comfort zone, join groups, meet people that you're not used to meeting. You have to still put yourself in a position to be able to make your manifestations happen, to have that extra little bit of momentum. So I do feel like there's some things happening in your love life for darn sure. In fact, it could be a good year for you in that regard. Um, a lot of changes as well. But if you do meet someone and it ends there, you could meet someone else. Just make sure that you're doing what I'm saying as far as like putting yourself out there, put in the work. Because where attention goes, energy flows. That is 100% real. So this looks really good though. I lost my composure when I saw the Lovers card because I was so excited for you. You could potentially meet somebody or have a crush on someone who motivates you in a positive way because this is a story of Beauty and the Beast right here. I have trouble maintaining relationships, including friendships. Hi there. Hi. Well, let me tell you what, relationships are really hard. Don't feel bad about it, okay? 2025, actually, all of the 2020s is the year of the ghosters. And dating is so difficult that people pay coaches to get help. They're not easy. Even if you are able to maintain a relationship, even if you have one, it's not easy. So don't feel bad about that. You just have to keep practicing and do what I had said before. I need to take my own advice because I don't go out, but I also don't drink. So I need for you to seize every opportunity to socialize with people, talk to people, and don't be afraid to get rejected. You have to do these things. You have to put yourself out there. You can't just do the same things that you've been doing time and time again, right? And you have to be who you want to attract. So, but either way, the tarot is saying some good things are coming in, Prob. If something ends, because we have the Death card, that just means you're going to meet someone else. So don't be afraid to have a relationship end and think it's the end of the world. No, that means that relationship wasn't meant for you and you're that much closer to the one that you're supposed to be with, right? And it could be a Gemini here, a Gemini or a Scorpio. I see people making friends, relationships so easily, and here I am having trouble trusting people. Everybody has trust issues, and so don't feel bad about it. That just means that something happened in your life that caused you to have trouble trusting people. But I think that you know that that is going to be the blockage for you meeting people is your trust issues. So start by trusting yourself. Start by trusting that you will make the right decisions and picking up on red flags, knowing if people are trustworthy or not. You can tell. So start by trusting yourself and see where that leads because it looks like good things are coming for you if you allow it and get out of your own way. It all stems from childhood. Oh, we all have that childhood stuff. Okay, P, you're going to be good. Just don't get in your own way. I see some other questions. I was going to close the chat up, but I will go ahead and answer those questions. I'm telling you, P, you're going to have a good year. So trust in the process. I see Cookie Victoria says, hi, love. Hey, love. New sub. How are you? I'm good. How are you? Queen Bean. Hi. You are like me. I am East Indian and I have the same problem with friendship and relationships. Yes. You know, everybody, even if people have a lot of friends, that doesn't mean that it's easy. It's not easy to maintain relationships. But I go to coffee shops. Yes, like going out, going to a place consistently and finding a community will help you to meet and attract like-minded people. For me, it's the Buddhist temple. I go and I meditate. Or I go to other groups and I meet people that way. Or you can join a run club. And this is going to be good for your dating life because you socializing is going to help you meet other people. I'd like a love reading, please. Sure, of course. Okay, so we're doing just one question, but I'll pull a few cards for you. If you could all hit that heart button, you can share the stream for your friends. And I know that you guys have all subscribed, so I really appreciate you all coming out. And if you haven't done so yet, go and watch the All Signs. Watch all the videos. I have a lot of videos out. It really helps my channel for you guys to watch. I'm going to be doing the sign readings again starting in February. Okay, and it's going to be Valentine's Day. Woo! So I know we all want somebody for Valentine's Day, but guess what? You have yourself. And I know for me, I take myself out on dates because I like my own company. I like my own company a lot. Okay, so Queen Bean, we'll get a few cards for you for your love life. Thank you so much for the reading. You're welcome. You got all positive cards. I mean, you did get the Death card, but because that Death card was next to the Lovers and the Magician, it's a major change. It's going to be an ending to you being single, and you might even have options. If you take any of the advice, you have to go out of your way and do something. Okay, Queen Bean. Let's get, oh, wow, whoa. Cards are really talking. So we have the King of Wands. This is a very charismatic person here. And then we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Give me one more card. I don't like that. Okay, Four of Swords. Ooh. So I do feel like there could be somebody who, how do I put this? Okay, so I don't know if you're talking to anyone right now, but I would be mindful that there isn't somebody who comes into your life who makes you feel kind of restless, because we have the Four of Swords in reverse. So I think that with it, I have to get one clarifier. Why the Two of Pentacles in reverse? Okay. So I feel like do you work a lot, Queen Bean? Because it's saying something about your work life. You could meet someone at work here. You could potentially meet someone at work. I do feel like the Four of Swords in reverse here is kind of saying that a period of stagnancy is over. But there could potentially be some restlessness surrounding your work. You could be working a lot. But I work at home. Okay. So I don't know necessarily about where you're going to meet this person, but it is saying something about you working a lot, and it is saying there is a King of Wands here, so you could potentially meet someone. I feel like you could meet a fire sign potentially, or an earth sign. So I feel like a period of stagnancy is coming to an end, but I feel like there's something about you working a lot. Do you work a lot? Because there's something about your work here. Eight of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. So it is highlighting work, but I feel like you could meet a King of Wands type. This is like an eligible bachelor, somebody who gets a lot of attention, somebody who's very charismatic. It could potentially make you feel sort of restless here, but I definitely feel like you could be meeting someone in 2025. Yeah. You said no, not a lot. Okay. No worries. Yeah, I feel like there's somebody here. You're coming out of a period of stagnancy. I'm just trying to understand why this Two of Pentacles is in reverse. Interesting. Let me see. Eight of Pentacles. Huh. I let go of my crush. Oh, you let go of your crush? Oh dear. Were they a fire sign perchance? That is why 8 months of waiting. Oh. So I feel like actually there's something here. There's something here about you potentially feeling overwhelmed. And but you could meet someone. Now, I don't know when it's going to happen. But the Four of Swords in reverse would suggest that there was a long period of stagnancy, and now that time is coming to an end. But with the Two of Pentacles, it could be difficult for you to manage a love life and work, but you could meet someone here. It could be a fire sign is what I'm picking up on. King of Wands. Unless that was the person that you let go of, but a period of stagnancy is over for you. So that's a good thing. Ugh. Is there anybody else in the chat? Did I get everyone? She says, I have no clue what he was. Virgo vibes from him. Oh, Virgo vibes. Okay. Well, anyways, I feel like you could meet someone and they could be a very eligible bachelor. Because like I've said this like 5 times now, but Four of Swords reverse coming out of a period of stagnancy. So it looks pretty good for you. Yeah, you're welcome. I was a little thrown off because it was saying something about work. All right. Who else is in the chat? Cookie Victoria. Hi, dear. Yes, for sure. Go ahead and put your question in the chat. I should play some music. You guys know that I used to like to sing. I used to sing a lot. Yeah, so for Queen Bean, don't let financial matters affect your love life. I think that's kind of what that was saying there. What's Trey Scorpio energy towards me? Okay, let's see. What's Trey Scorpio energy towards you? All right, let's see. For Cookie Victoria wants to know what Trey the Scorpio energy toward you is. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Oh, okay. They all just came out together. Okay, so we have the Judgment in reverse. Did you guys get into a fight or something? I feel like this person isn't sure where they stand with you, because I don't know, you guys, if you guys had a fallout or if there was some kind of poor judgment made. They're sort of unsure, and I feel like they're putting their energy into their money right now. They're really unsure what to think. This, because the Two of Pentacles is like, I don't know, I'm uncertain. And I don't know if you had an argument or if you had a phone call that went bad or something here. So they're just kind of like, I don't know if things are okay. I feel like they could be a little confused, to be honest with you. We haven't talked for a while. Ah, okay. Yeah, I feel like sometimes the Judgment in reverse is like a lack of a phone call, or I think that they're a little uncertain right now. Like everything is up in the air, and they're probably focusing more on their money or their whatever responsibilities that they have right now, because there's some kind of uncertainty going on here between the two of you. So maybe it's time to put in a phone call. Actually, don't shoot the messenger. I have no idea. Trust your gut on that one, whether to reach out or not. But he says, okay, thanks. You're welcome. Okay, you guys, my throat is really dry and I got bad allergies. So I'm going to end the live there and the chat here. Thank you guys so much for coming out and supporting me. I hope that this reading elevated your consciousness in some type of way, shape, or form. And I'll see you guys next time. You're blocked. Oh no, maybe don't reach out then. Maybe time to meet someone else. I told her I was pregnant and I go, oh my God, I'm so sorry, dear. Well, I think that you can do better. I think you can do better for sure. That's pretty messed up. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, I'm gonna get on out of here. I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for coming out. Bye.